Hey guys, have you ever wanted to add lip sync to your videos but it always ends up looking like your character is lip syncing Rap God? Well, today I'm going to teach you how to lip sync without looking like a dying chipmunk. Now, let's start the tutorial. First, you're going to want to get the audio you're going to use for the lip sync. If you're not on a computer and you're on a mobile device, I'll link a good lip sync tutorial for Flipperclip in the description. So let's record the audio. Subscribe to Sophia Studios. Then you're just going to export the video. Most things work as MP3s. Okay, so once you have your audio downloaded, then you need to just put it onto your animation software. So depending on what animation software you have, it'll be different. But you should just be able to find out how to put audio into your voice. And you should be able to scrub through it. I don't know if that was too loud for you to hear me. But you should be able to scrub through it like this.
Subscribe to Sophia Studios.
So once you can do that,
Subscribe to Sophia Studios.
you can start with the lip sync. So I'm just going to create an extra layer here, one for the mouth and then one for this lip sync chart, which if you're starting off, this is a great way to find out what mouths to draw for what sounds. I'm just going to put that in the corner. Then this will be our lip sync layer. So first you're going to want just like a happy face or like just a neutral mouth or like a closed mouth. And then you're going to want to scrub through and see what the first sound that comes up is. So it's an S sound. So we're going to go into blank frame. And you're going to want to turn on your onion skin like this. And then you can draw your mouths however you want, but this is just how I draw mine. Like this. So yeah, it's like that. And then it goes into an S sound. And then you're going to want to do a transition, so you want the onion skin to see both sides, and then you want to draw a kind of in between these two that will make it look, good. Because you don't want it to be just like switching between, like rapidly between different mouth positions. You need to try to include transitions whenever you can. So it's like this. And then let's look for the next sound. It's a sound. So you're going to want to have an open mouth for this. Leave a frame for the transition, and then I recommend using an onion skin just to know around where to draw. So then there's that transition frame. See, and then it's like sir. But then there's a B here, but you can see it goes straight to S. So for times like these, you could have a higher frame rate. See, I'm at 24 FPS. Or you could just skip a sound. You really want to try to get the beginning and end letters, and then also the vowels, usually. Or like the main sounds. So you can skip sounds if you need to. Sometimes if you include all the sounds, it looks like too quick, if you know what I mean. So yeah, this is an S. We're going to skip out the B and go to the S. And this is an S here, so we're going to want an S transition. So you can just drag in your later frame, and then use this, and then drag it down a bit. So that's like, yeah, it's just about getting the sounds, adding the transitions, making sure it's all smooth. You should keep going through just to make sure it's nice and smooth, so when you go through, it looks normal. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and then time-lapse all of this part of me just lip-syncing the rest so you can see how I do it. Okay, so that's the full lip sync. So it looks like this.
Subscribe to Sophia Studios.
Now you can just go through it like this.
Subscribe to Sophia Studios.
See, it looks kind of smooth, but what some people do is they like to take that audio and move it like one forward, or take their lip sync and move it one back. And usually it makes it look a bit smoother.
Subscribe to Sophia Studios.
And yeah, so that's how you do it. You can obviously you should color in these mouths as well. The first method. So for the second method, you're gonna use symbols. And symbols, it's obviously a lot quicker, but it's less organic, if you know what I mean. So first, you're gonna want to make your symbol. So to make your symbol, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get whatever software you use and search how to make a symbol on there, since it varies depending on what you're using. If you're using a software where you can't use symbols, then I recommend you just get an area where you have lots of like different like mouse shapes like this, and then whenever you need them, you can just copy and paste them into your document. But that's only if you can't make symbols. So for symbols, you're just going to want to make some of the basic, like, positions, like mouth positions. So, for example, you're going to, like, want closed mouth, like, open mouth, stuff like that, and tons of transitions between all the different mouths. It takes a long time, but I think it's definitely worth it for, like, just being able to lip sync really easily. And once you get fast at it, you can just, like, go, like, really fast. But yeah, I'm just going to quickly speed through just making the mouths I need for this. Okay, so for this specific project, I only need these 5. But for other projects, you should obviously draw all of these and make sure you have everything, like L's, like TH sounds, just everything. And also just tons of transitions. Yeah, so after you have that, what you can do is need to make sure it's not on loop, it's on single frame if you're using Adobe Animate. But if you don't want to do transitions, you can also do this, where you just, like, this is S, so you go S. This is like and this is like S. This is like This is like I. This is like B. It's like T, and so on. Like that. So you just have like the general things. Try to keep them one space apart at a time. You don't have to, but it's good. But if you don't want to make all the transitions, you can just have these main positions from the presets. And then you can going through and adding transitions, like hand drawing those. And then, so you kind of have like a mixture of both methods. And then you just go on through there until you have a nice, smooth animation. So yeah, so that's how you animate. That's the 2 ways. You can use presets, you can just draw them. It's really up to your choice if you want to go time or you just want to make them look nice. If you have any questions, then leave them in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer them. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.